What's going on, YouTube? This is AppleFUNk. Welcome back to the channel. First time guest. Welcome. Let's get into it. Okay, this is going to be sort of hodgepodgey because, as I go through the videos, then I add, notes that I want to discuss. This might be a bit much. Let me cut it down a little bit. Okay, so the last time we talked, it was day 36. Day 36, day 37, and now we're at day 73. A lot has happened. I spent a lot of time in Pariston, looting that place and that building and building my little base there. I spent a lot of time in Pariston, but it's finally clear. At least it's finally clear. I left a lot of safes in Pariston, but I'm going to get to those eventually. Once I figure out a really good way to open these safes. There's a lot of tools, augers and stuff, things that I haven't built yet, and I will, but, I started opening up the map a little bit. I tried to head east, and I tried to head south. The one time I went south, it started snowing. And now as I look further east on the map, it looks like it goes into a snow zone, a biome as well. So we'll see, we'll see how that works out. I set up 2 additional little staging bases, one at the booby trap, which was my nemesis, and one at the police station. So it's really weird. Every time I go back to the police station, it's full of zombies. But I know they're spawning inside of there because they can't get in any other way. But I'm not going back there, so it really doesn't matter. I got a forge. I got a chem station. I have a workbench. I didn't think I would be able to get those things. I didn't really know, didn't know enough about it to except for finding a book or something like that, and then that starts you down that road. But it's very satisfying having some things, having little things that I can do now. So Thomas told me about the casino tokens. It was ironic because, and he's one of my subscribers, or he subscribed to the channel, about the casino tokens, and I had just found that out like that night prior to, I think, that I could use those. So that's come in handy, of course. Now I can buy stuff. I didn't know how to get nothing from machines and all this stuff, and I had a bunch of tokens, but didn't know what to do with them. So once again, thanks, Thomas, for that heads up. I haven't gotten a chance to spend them. I can't find a trader, but I haven't opened up the map, really. So I don't know. I'm not in that big of a rush right now. I've got other priorities. I got to make sure I get my my base up to date and repaired from all the damage that I haven't been fixing. Okay, I've been making a lot of house improvements. Hold on. Hold on, let me tell my buddy I'll call him back. There we go. And I'll set it on Do Not Disturb. Sorry, I got my phone on Do Not Disturb, but not my watch. And I'll cut it off for 2 hours. Okay, let's get back into it. I've been making a lot of house improvements. I'm trying to connect everything in that little corner that I live in. I want to be able to go in the attics and run around, because eventually there will be more zombies, and there will be cops, and there will be things, and feral zombies. It's coming. I'm being spared, but I can see it's sort of ramping up a little bit. I see that. So I want to make sure I'm good there. I gotta put spikes out. I gotta rebuild. I've got so much to do. I gotta fill the bottom floors of all of those houses with spikes, because that way, if I'm gonna make sure they can't even get up to the next floor, and so they gotta come in that door and fight through those spikes to even try. So I got a lot of plans for that where I'm at now. I've had some really good fights, like, a hordes, I take all their heads off, nothing gives me more pleasure than to bash the head in of a zombie. So, yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging the fighting. I'm getting a lot more confidence in that area. The dogs they still perplex me a little bit, but, as long as I remember that I have first aid, in time, it's generally okay. I've got some guns now. I had the parts, and my buddy told me you got to have them on you. You can't have them in the case and see the assemble when you go to do it. That's why I had the parts to these weapons, but I could never get that assemble mark to show, so I thought I was missing something. And you go on YouTube sometime, and you go to these help videos, and it's odd. I'm going to rewind it now. And it's odd because it's like misinformation sometimes, where it's not right what they're telling you. Sometimes it's not right, and then you go to the next video, and so that's been happening. But either way, I got a sniper rifle. I have an SMG, I believe, not an AK. I think it's an SMG, and I have a pistol. So I have weapons, and I was able to use them during the last Horde night. I shot out one of my torches. That upset me. But there, I took off some heads with it too. I remember now. Yeah. So either way, we're progressing in that area. All right. I prefer the Spike Club to everything. That Spike Club to me is amazing. So I really like it. I gotta stop jumping off the rooftops and breaking my legs. That's not helping me, but it gets so slippery sometimes when I'm doing the thumb deal, and and it'll go a little bit, but take off. So I don't know what that's about, but it happens every now and then where I feel a little looser than I should be, and it's always on that edge, and I've only got the one block, going out. So I just have to be more careful. I'll carry a bunch of splints. That's probably what's going to happen. I'm going to carry a bunch of splints. I don't know if I'm going to keep searching lockers. Don't get me wrong. It's hilarious that I'm saying this because I'm in need of a duster right now and I don't have one. So, and I'm talking about not needing clothes. But anyway, it was eating up my storage. I'm being a lot more selective at what I pick up. I don't need everything. I don't need it all. So, that's that. It came to me when I was watching some of the videos before I did this today. I was watching the videos, and I said, when you're doing commentary and playing, I miss a lot. I walk by things, I miss a lot, but watching it, I can clearly see where the things are at or where it's coming from. So, my progress is going to vary because of that. Sometimes I'm so focused on, say, getting wood because I want to do a specific thing that I'll walk by loot, good loot. But being that singular focused, I guess I got some work to do in that arena, as far as being more observant, to the whole surroundings and not being so linear. I learned a lot about irradiated zones. I learned just how quickly you can die in them and that you need to pay attention when you're talking and driving around because you can quickly end up in an irradiated zone. I'm able to kill animals now. You guys have been watching, you've seen it. I think I punched a pig to death, and ran down a chicken with a club, and I'm shooting things, so I can get meat now, and that's really refreshing. But the skill levels are also going up on my attributes. On all of my attributes, all my skill levels are going up because I'm using those skill points. So, and just a natural progression because of use. But my skill is increasing in those areas, so that's cool too. I don't know. I hope you guys like all my plants and pictures. That's my thing. You know, I like things, little things. Okay, so my little domain in the game is emulating what you're a little fraction of what you're seeing. All right. I wrote down here that beer and pain pill combination is great for me in this game. You know, if you ever see me grab a beer and a pain pill and then drink water, it's about to be on. You know, I'm about to take some heads off because my guy just super reacts to that. So, yeah, I don't want to be a pain pill popping alcoholic, but, you know, hey. You know, sometimes leave that one alone. Let me move on. Okay, we had our first cookout together, you know, on the rooftop. I forgot what day it was, but I wrote it down. We had our first cookout because I got some meat, you know. Yeah, so I tried to do the pre-horde cookout, but it's so disappointing. So I don't even think I did it last time. I might be meat still on the grill, but I know I have some more raw meat, you know, so. I bought something from a vending machine since we last saw each other. What did I get? I think I got some miso. I got some tea. I know one of it was tea, like green tea or something like that. Or yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I got some stuff in the vending machine. I opened the wall safe. That's the first wall safe I'd opened. I had already done a floor safe, and I put that in the video, but I hadn't done a wall safe at that point. So open the wall safe. I put on here as a quick little jot down note that Horde Night is total failures, and I'm gonna just leave that there. You know, Horde Nights are total failures. You know, the landmines have been getting me, you know, lately. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna introduce you to somebody. Come here, Roddy. Come here. This is Roddy. This is my partner in crime. What you doing, old man? Huh? Yeah. See, this is my dog. I don't think you can see him. I left him a little bit. That's him, see? Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, I know. Okay. The landmines have been eating my lunch, you know? I'm just walking, and it's like, boom! And it's shocking when you get blown up by a landmine, you know? And so, I've been getting blown up by landmines that are in places they should not be. I understand the booby trap thing. That was my fault. I did not recognize when I went in the back that that's where I was. I would have never walked in there like that, you know, because I even mentioned that. So, and I got blown up twice there, but I was able to get all of my stuff, do all of this stuff. I'm still able to get my stuff back, and that's the big thing. The Coliseum, to me, was a waste of my time. You know, that football thing, and that was a waste of time for me. I mean, it's good that I did it, because it is something to be searched, and it could have been great things, but it was just so much. It was so much it was so much effort for so little reward. And I know that there are other really big POIs in the game, points of interest. And I know they're going to get bigger and bigger. So I guess I just got to get used to that. You know, I got to get used to that. I found the mini bike. I got the mini bike, guys. And then I lost it immediately, like within like the first 3 hours. I ran it off into the irradiated zone. And I've been trying to get it back. But I found it. I put down at the end here, you know, technical difficulties. Excuse my technical difficulties. Sometimes, you know, I want to play, but I won't want to do the commentary, but I can't, you know, because then that defeats the purpose of this. And so, but I'll forget to turn on a mic, or I'll have a TV on, or it's just so. I need to write a checklist and go down a checklist. You know, make sure phone is on Do Not Disturb, watch is on Do Not Disturb, TV volume is down on here. You know, make a list, and I probably won't for a while. I'm just saying I should. It would be the most logical thing to stop those type of technical difficulties from occurring. So, you know, it's probably what I'll end up doing. Anyway, you know, I want to wrap this up by saying, hey, I want to add Kill Carter to the wall of thank you. You know, drop a comment. He dropped me a comment. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Kill Carter. You know, and I appreciate the information on the mini bite. Thank you. I'll use it. So, you know, we got Mitri still up there, Thomas, and now y'all got another partner up there. All right, on the wall of thanks. AppleFUNk thanks you. You know, I really appreciate the support. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the views. You know, I appreciate any constructive criticism. Yeah, I'm still loving it. You can still see the energy is here. You know, and I'm still loving it. And even if it doesn't sound like I'm not enjoying myself, I'm enjoying playing. I'm just not enjoying commenting at that time. So, and then I have to, you know, every now and then I need to check, and so I can get back on my grind. So you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for watching. You know, I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this one, drop a like. You know, say, hey, Apple, what's up, Funk? You know, so you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. I'm going to get back into the game. You guys have a wonderful day.